moving his feet with his hands and creates a lot of angles.
Both Tommy Thorn and 125-pounder Skylar Petrie spent a lot of time growing up at Pinnacle, coached there by Jared Lawrence and Brandon Paulson, two guys that also were former Minnesota greats. They're doing a good thing up there. They got a pretty good club going, and I think that we're starting to see some of those guys that they've been running that club for 5-6 years now. So some of them guys are starting that they've been with them for a while or getting into that college ranks. And that's kind of the attitude they preach. Underhooks, 2-on-1s, and attack. Let's score points. Time's winding down now here in the first. Looks like this one's going to end 4-1 after 1. Tommy Thorn leads off a takedown, 2 near fall. Looks like Minnesota will have their choice of positioning in odd matches tonight. Air Force will be the evens. Tommy's going to start down in the second. Do you like that a lot? I mean, I think that when it's your choice, I'm not a big fan of defer. I like to just, let's go down, let's get my point right away.
Try to build that lead and, score right away.
Walker throwing in legs. He's got Tommy stretched out a little bit, but trying to leg slip, and that's Tommy's going to kick free.
Get a reversal.
Able to use, once Walker slid that leg in, he stayed low, kind of tried to get back underneath of him. He's going to go back to that pole.
Getting some more swipes there.
4-point swipe. Points can add up in a hurry. 4-point near fall. 10-1 now lead for Tommy Thorn. About halfway through this match, just over. He's got to start thinking, bonus points. Let's attack, fall.
Looks like he has a bar hooked up on the right side.
Near capacity crowd here tonight. Good turnout for the duel.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy's got the legs in, got him stretched out. Time's kind of winding down. We're down to 15 seconds left now in the second period. Riding time's up over 1:30. So the second period's in. So it's 10-1 lead, 1:44 riding time. It'll be Air Force's choice. He's going to start down. I would guess we're probably going to see Tommy go to his feet, gut him, and try to get a couple of takedowns here. Maybe coaches want to see him work on some turns as well.
Yeah.
Currently has the major. This is
looking for no.
Oh, he's going to stack him up.
Oh.
We got a 2-point near fall. Walker's got Tommy in trouble here. He's getting back points of his own. He's got Tommy Thorn in a lot of trouble. Tommy's got to fight. There's a lot of time left on the clock. Got to get that hand back. Okay, good job of getting that arm back between the bodies. Good job by Walker shifting his hips there, switching them over and on catching that arm of Tommy Thorn. So reversal and 4 near fall. It's a 6-point move. It's a 12-7 match now. Riding time's working its way back down. Leg comes back in for Walker.
Yeah, he has Tommy stretched out right there, and really deep half attempt, and see if Thorn can hit that slip again.
Potentially dangerous call is going to break the action. We have 54 seconds to go. Tommy leads by 5. He's got 105 riding time. That's probably going to get erased here unless we get a escape or reversal here real quick. So Tommy's got to get an escape takedown. That'll be back to get that major.
Walker throws those boots in right away.
He likes those legs. He's running that deep half. a comfortable position there for Tommy Thorn. I've been down there before. I never really enjoyed it. It's almost, you know, sometimes too, you have a big lead, you built a big lead, and you get put in a position where you nearly give up a fall. Kind of scares you a little bit, and you're kind of, you know, just a little timid, I guess, to do much as the rest of the match. You know, he's probably got the win if he stays as is, but you know, he doesn't seem to be too concerned with getting going here on bottom.
Right. Up on our feet here. Thorn's trying to get away.
There's the stall warning. Walker's got to return Thorn to the mat. Does a little cut back there and is able to bring Tommy back down. Time's going to wind down. That's the way it's going to end. So it's a 12-7 match. Good job by Walker, I guess, coming back. You know, down 9. Had a chance. He was looking at possibly down, even more, looking at getting majored, but comes back and fights off giving up bonus points.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, same thing with Tommy. I think, you know, he was obviously back and securing that W for Minnesota.
Moving up now to 149 pounds. Jerry McGinty, wrestling for Air Force. He's also out of Colorado Springs, where the Olympic Training Center is there. He's a junior. He's 4-1 on the season. Wrestling freshman Miles Patton, Rochester, Minnesota native. Miles is 3-8 on the year. Looks like Jerry's hand's a little taped up there, the right hand. It almost fashioned into essentially a club.
Yeah, it's probably his crossface hand.
Miles stepping in place of Jake Short. Talking to the coaches, it sounds like we should expect to see Jake back, possibly, maybe at Cliff Keen down in Vegas.
Okay.
If not, then, you know, for surely back after Christmas. Just at this point, there's no real point in rushing him, getting him back too early, and re-injuring it. Takedown by McGinty, and he's got Miles in a tough spot here with that bottom leg Turk. Miles he's got to crawl forward here. He's got to get that leg back out of there. Well, McGinty still there. Miles finally kind of working on getting that bottom leg Turk out of there. He's just got to
crawl forward a little bit.
Yeah. Almost had it out. Now he's getting it back in deeper again.
Yeah, he keeps reaching back for that leg. But maybe needs to, you know, work on staying on his base and working out.
There we go.
Yeah, getting in better position.
A lot of time spent there. Miles gets out, able to get out of it. So minute 24 riding time now for Air Force. That's not a position that you want to be in, and it looks like it may have taken a little bit of steam out of Miles. Fought hard there for minute 24. You're in about a flex almost the entire time. That'll zap the muscles pretty quick. Time to run down now in the first.
He did a good job, you know, fighting up and putting some points on the board at the end of the period.
Absolutely. You know, that'd be easy there to give in to the crossface and end up getting on your back, giving up some near fall, but Miles fought it off and put in the extra effort and was able to get out of that bottom leg Turk and get one escape.
Ginty was right off the whistle on that.
Yeah, he's quick there. 1 point escape for McGinty. Still 1:19 riding time in favor of Air Force. Miles got to change change the pace here in this period. Good deep high crotch by McGinty. Got Miles in trouble again. Miles trying to roll underneath, capture that foot, but isn't able to get it. And he does a good job of keeping that foot protected. And he's able to get a takedown. So now a 5-1 lead in favor of Air Force.
Almost had him in that leg turk again, too.
Yeah. Hopefully Miles realizes that's not a position he wants to be in.
Yeah, good short sit. Right up to his feet.
Having a lot of success with that so far today. Yeah, short sit and getting out.
McGinty with another high crotch attempt, and Miles fights him off.
Takedown by McGinty makes it now 7-2. Again, back to that short sit.
Almost out.
Time's going to run down though in that period. So 7-2 lead now. 1:55 a riding time for Jerry McGinty, Air Force wrestler. Gophers leading the duel 6-3 and 3 decisions so far.
See if Miles goes back to that short sit.
Miles turned underneath off that, just a real quick little sit out, turns underneath, able to get another escape. So 7-3 now. Got to start going. Got to start peppering them with a few shots here.
And put a couple attacks together and see if we can get on his legs.
Conversely, I would expect the Air Force start thinking about bonus points. You know, you're up 5. 2 takedowns get you a major, so would expect to see both guys starting to go here. Beginning with that front headlock. Miles trying to fight it off, not let him get around behind. Down to 45 seconds remaining in the third period here. Miles going to need one of those old-fashioned 6-point moves if you're going to get back in this one. Are you a fan of the 4-point near fall?
Oh, yeah. I think, it rewards the top guy for, not just trying to ride him out and, build that ride time, but also, encourages them to look for some backs. And
yeah. I had heard from Coach Barber. He said in an open tournament earlier this year, one of his guys was wrestling, and he was up by 1. They were about to the end of the match, and he had maybe 55 seconds of riding time. Well, the opponent tries basically a home run move. Air Force guy catches him on his back, gets 2 for a takedown, 4 near fall, and then gets over the minute riding time, ends up getting a major. He was winning by 1 with 15 seconds to go and got a major. So a win there for Jerry McGinty out of Air Force. He's going to win the match 8-3 with that riding time point. It's going to tie the duel up 6-6 after 4. Going to bring us to 157 pounds, where originally out of Pennsylvania. He's an Air Force wrestler. He's a junior, 3-2 on the year. And for Minnesota, it will be Brandon Kingsley. He's been a little banged up this year. Got hurt in one of the matches in the Gopher duels, and he set out a couple of them. Jack Bass has filled in for him. Kingsley's 4-3 on the year. He's in deep on a single leg right now. I tell you what, Connor's got some hops.
Yeah.
Kingsley's able to get a takedown. He's going right for his crossface cradle. This is bread and butter. He's got it locked up.
Now we got some backers.
Just a quick two, but again, right back to it. He loves his crossface cradle. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, I was always a cradle guy myself, and I like to see a guy doing that.
He gets another one.
He's got Connor in a world of hurt there, and that's the way it's going to end there. Fall for Minnesota.
There was definitely some mat slapping going on there.
He made that mat clap. Brandon Kingsley with the fall for Minnesota. 6 points for the duel, for the team score, and he's getting this crowd fired up as we head into intermission. That is urbach. So it'll be an urbach Lopuchanski here, 165 pounds. Minnesota leads in the duel, 12-6. Good front head pull there by Urbach, working on trying to get that corner. Keep pulling him back down. I'm going to try to go upper body now. Get some air miles. Long high crotch attempt by Urbach. Now Lopuchanski trying to cut the corner. He's not able to.
Ref's going to get my fresh start here.
It's a stall call on green. That would be Lopuchanski. There's a new rule now. You basically almost can't even circle out of bounds.
Right.
If you're in that warning zone, as they call it, you've got to circle back in. You go out of bounds, stall call. Slide by attempt there by Air Force. Nothing going. Another high crotch attempt. He's got it in. Urbach trying to cut that corner. Now he's got a leg.
Kind of stretched out there, but nice
Cutting
knee
back
slide right
yeah.
to high crotch to a double. Now
Body lock.
Yeah.
Double over, step, and throw.
I don't know, Mac. Are we going to see some airtime?
I'd like to. Big fan when those guys come up her body and start tossing each other around. .33 seconds now left in this first period here at 165, no score. After a flurry of action early, but slowed down the pace a little bit here now as this period starts to wind down. Air Force able to use that slide by, get a quick takedown right as time's expiring. Not giving Urbach a chance to get away. That's a big one. You got to wrestle out those periods. Yeah. Can't relax with 5 seconds to go. In this sport at this level, it happens so fast.
Nice return by Urbach.
Another good return. Gophers have been real solid in their mat returns this year. What about dropping down to a foot? On the edge, he's still got to work to try to return.
Probably give up stall calling if he doesn't. Yep.
Yeah, there's a stall warning now. So we got both wrestlers been warned for stalling. He's still, still in position. He's got to keep going. Mm-hmm. That's so you spend a lot of time there trying to keep riding and give up a stall call and an escape. 47 seconds of riding time in favor of Dylan Urbach.
About 50 seconds left in the second period.
A couple good fakes by Urbach. Not follow those up, though. Really commit to one shot. Long high crouch attempt by Lopuchanski there.
Heavy hips by Dylan. Now they're, maybe we'll see a throw.
Over under. Time's starting to wind down in a second. Everybody's got to wrestle through this period again. Another slide by right at the end of the period. You got to watch that. That's almost had him again. Wait on the hands there. It's 2 again. Dylan did a good job of staying up, not allowing him to bring him to the mat. He's going to start down here in the third.
Up right away.
Quick caution on Urbach. Restart that clock. There we go. New officials are making a change this year. They want to. They're supposed to pause for a second before blowing the whistle. At the Gopher duels, we had I've seen there was more cautions in that duel than I think I've ever seen in a duel. So guys seem to be struggling to adjust a little bit. They're expecting as soon as he says set, whistle to blow. So a lot of guys are jumping early. So at the Gopher duels, we had one official was giving it 2-3 second break, and that was it was just really catching guys off guard. They weren't were having a hard time staying set for that long. Escape by Urbach right away though makes it 3-1 now. Trail by a takedown. Riding time's not a factor currently. 33 seconds in favor of Urbach. Gonna need 2 here. Gonna need a takedown. Lopuchanski hit for stalling once. I'd have a hard time believing that he's going to get hit 2 more times yet. Unless he really starts to head backwards.
Nice little flurry.
Getting to those underhooks, but doesn't seem to really be too, comfortable there. Doesn't really like to be in that position. He wants to get to where he can fire off his shots. 51 seconds remaining now. Going to need this takedown to get this match tied back up. So go off the mat. 38 seconds to go.
See, Coach Agam is telling Urbach to start picking up the pace a little bit, give himself a chance.
Don't wait till the last second. There's that first warning, so it's 3-2 now. 18 to go. Takedown wins the match. I just don't think we're going to get another stall call.
Tied up right here.
Yeah. Drag by.
Perfect time for a throw.
And not able to get that takedown, so time's going to run down on Dylan Urbach. He's going to fall on this one, 3-2 to Alex Lopuchanski from Air Force. 3 points to Air Force in that one. They'll make it 12-9 now after 6. Moving up to 174 pounds. We're going to see Adam Jackson, a Rosemont, Minnesota native. He's a returning NCAA qualifier. He's the leader on this team. One of 2 leaders. Him and Michael Krales are captains, co-captains. Brett's 9-0 on the year. Number 6 in the country. So we got an early split here.
No.
Rich Lofo getting some action now. Long-time trainer for the University of Minnesota.
One of the best.
Best in the business. Rich looking good today.
Mm-hmm. That's sharp. Now, are they still doing that contest with
best dressed? Yeah, I didn't see who won it.
You know what? Rich is
Now, does he qualify as a coach? I mean, it says best dressed coach, not like best dressed like helper of the program.
I'd count him.
All right,
I'd
that's
count
fair.
him. I'd count him. And he spends a lot of time with the guys, and he's been around wrestling for a while.
Absolutely, he was with the program before I had gotten there, so he must have came in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
2002, 2003 season.
Yep. Air Force in deep on a single leg. Brett does a good job getting that leg back down. He can make that leg pretty heavy. Brett, a lot like his brother, he's wrestles a pretty high offensive style. A lot of action. Brett was in the Big Ten Finals a year ago, down a weight, 184. He's moved up now this year to 197. Really filled into the weight real well. I mean, he's pretty religious this summer in getting into that weight room. Bulked up quite a bit. I don't think there was ever a question this summer he was going up.
He has to be careful not to back up on that edge.
You know, a lot of the rules the NCAA is trying to implement are to encourage a higher offensive style of wrestling, a higher scoring. Let's create more action. Let's make it better for the fans.
Right. Far in on a single. Plenty of time still left on the clock.
They'll pull him all the way back to the center here. Air Force trying to keep some distance there, keep him at arm's length away. Brett kicks that foot out. And you get the takedown. So, and then right away, you get takedown, but immediately ref's counting because you got to come up off that ankle. You can't sit down there anymore. 30 seconds to go now in the first period, 2-0 lead for Brett Pfarr.
Looking for some possible back points here.
Brett's had a lot of success on top so far this season. He's done a good job of getting back points and stretching matches out pretty good from there. Brett's going to start down here in the second. Up and away for one. Air Force is able to cut riding time down to 26 seconds in favor of Pfarr.
Looks like we have contact out. One thing that I do like seeing, you don't see him as commonly as you used to, but Hines has that volleyball knee pad. I think it's a great choice.
It's got a nice second accent color there, too, as well. They're not the traditional just all white.
Right.
Were you? Did you wear the volleyball knee pad?
I did. In high school, you know, even a couple times I even had one on each knee.
Really?
Yeah.
Were they the same color?
No, switched it up.
Nice.
I feel like in college, though, that trend started going away a little bit. You know,
good job dropping to that ankle.
Good reattack.
Yeah, off that front head, gets an angle, drops the ankle, picks it up, cuts the other foot. Takedown for Chris Pfarr, 5-0 lead, 104 to go now in the second. I think we start thinking bonus points here in this one now.
Take a little pressure off the big guy.
Yeah. That big guy, he's used to some pressure, though. He's all right there. Pfarr kind of allows Parker to get to his feet, makes him work a little bit for the stalling, but I think more or less had an idea of just cutting him away there. Looks like Rowler's there is having trouble finding a seat on the bench. Scott Schiller able to, I think he gives him a spot. Too many assistant coaches.
Mm-hmm. 2 bikes open, though.
Get some extra work in. Stall warning on Air Force. As far as drops in on a leg.
Now we'll see if Air Force actually tries to kick away and
just take the stall call.
Yeah. Ooh.
Good job there. Yeah, that's a good job by Air Force. If he turned and kicked away, it's a stall in again, right. And there would have been a point. There would have been a second one. So picks the hands, does a good job staying on the edge and fighting that one off. Time's going to run down now. Going to go to the third period, 5-1 lead for Pfarr. He'll start top. He's got 31 seconds of riding time. .133 to go now, so 5-2. Pfarr's got to start. Got to start going now if we want to think about getting the bonus point in this one.
In on a single leg.
Good dump there. Mm-hmm. Sitting right down. It's a takedown, so it's a 5-point lead. They need a near fall. Riding time starting to work its way up now at the 50 seconds, so he could get riding time yet. You cut him loose, though, at 55 seconds of riding time, 30 to go in the match. Good shot by Air Force.
Some heavy hips.
Yeah, heavy hips.
Go behind.
Another takedown, so riding time's going out 6. Riding time's up to 101, so it's 7, but he cuts him. Takedown here would get him a major yet. You got 12 seconds to do it. Another good
Hines
shot.
Is not giving up.
No. Look at those toes. Pointed toes, drags him, keeps him in, gets a takedown. He leads 11-4, 5 seconds to go in this one. He gets a ride out, get another riding time point, make it 12-4, 8-point win for a major decision.
Mm-hmm.
Hines with a Granby. Pfarr's going to get the ride out, so that'll do it. I'll get the major decision. 8-point win. Makes a duel now 19-12. Puts this one on ice.
Yep.
7-point lead heading into the final match, where we will see Marcus Malachek from Hammond, Wisconsin.